When it comes to LVP versus laminate, I get calls all the time from homeowners who bought a beautiful floor, loved it for about a year, and then watched it fall apart. And almost every single time, the problem was not the price they paid, the problem was that they bought the wrong one of these two floors for the room they put it in. LVP and laminate are not the same thing, and confusing them is one of the most expensive mistakes I see people make. So I'm going to break this down into 3 simple things. First, what is actually going on underneath these two floors? Because they're built completely different even though they look the same on top. Then we are going to get into how each one holds up in real life. Water, scratches, dogs, kids, and all of it. And by the end, you're going to know exactly which one belongs in which room of your house. Let us start with what these floors are really made of, because once you see that, everything else is going to make sense. Now, if you've watched my channel, you know I pull up failed floors all the time. And I want to show you one right now. This is a real LVP floor we tore out of a home. Look at these locking joints right here. See how they're separated and gave out? This whole floor came apart at the seams, and the reason this one failed comes down to what the floor is actually made of and how thin it really is. So let's start there. What is actually inside of these floors? LVP stands for luxury vinyl plank. The core of a LVP floor is plastic. It is a PVC based product. Laminate is different. The core of a laminate floor is a dense wood fiber board, and in the industry we call that HDF. Both of these floors have a printed photo layer on top and then a clear wear layer over that photo to protect it. That printed layer is the reason these two floors look almost identical when you're standing in the store. But the core underneath is the single biggest thing that decides how each floor performs in your home. Hold on to that, because everything else in this video comes right back to the core. Before we go any further, I need to clear up 2 myths, because 2 ideas trip up almost every homeowner I talk to. The first myth is that LVP is indestructible. It is not. I have seen more LVP floors fail than any other floor, and I'm going to show you exactly why in a minute. The second myth is that laminate is the cheap, low-quality floor. That is also not true. A good laminate is a thick, strong, beautiful product. In fact, it is the floor I put in most of the homes I work in. So get those 2 ideas out of your head right now, because the rest of this only makes sense once you do. Real quick, if you're a flooring installer working for stores and you're ready to get your own clients and keep your own profit, check out Flooring Academy, my private community where I show you exactly how I went from installing for other people to running my own flooring company. And if you're a homeowner around the Raleigh, North Carolina area and you've been thinking about new floors, I'll make it easy for you. I'll bring the mobile showroom right to your doorstep, help you find the floor that actually fits your home, and give you an honest, no pressure quote. Click the link up here to schedule your free in-home consultation. Now let's talk about water, because this is the real dividing line between these 2 floors. When it comes to moisture, LVP is going to outperform laminate, no question. LVP is a plastic product, so water does not bother the core at all. Laminate is different. A laminate floor is only waterproof on the surface. As soon as water gets down into the joints or behind a wall or along the edge of the plank, that wood core can swell up on you. Now most homeowners have never heard this next part. Some laminates like Mohawk Redwood Premier have a special locking mechanism that seals the joints. That seal keeps the water from getting down into the core, and it gives you a wide, watertight surface on top. So the old rule that laminate cannot handle any water at all is not fully true anymore, as long as you buy the right one. This next part is the one that really matters to me, and that is the thickness in the locking mechanism. Most of the LVP on the market has a thinner, weaker locking mechanism, and that is the #1 reason I see more LVP failures out on a real job site than laminate. That locking mechanism is what holds your whole floor together. And compare this to a laminate, and you can see how much thicker the laminate is versus the LVP. And when it is thin and weak, the joints separate and the floor comes apart, just like the one I showed you earlier. Let me give you a real example. A lot of times we pull up old carpet in a home, and under the door jambs there is a 1/2 inch gap sitting there. Even a solid 7mm LVP is too thin to cover a gap like that. A thicker laminate covers it nice and clean. So between the stronger locking mechanism, the extra thickness, the better grain and texture pressed into the planks, and the way it handles those door jambs, That is exactly why I put a high quality laminate in most of the homes I work in. And on top of that, most of the LVP out there is a lower quality product with a weak locking mechanism and a very fake looking print. Let's talk about scratches, because this is one of the main reasons I lean toward laminate. In the real homes I install, a quality laminate holds up to scratches better than most of the LVP I have put down. But I'm going to keep this honest with you. Both of these floors have a wear layer on top, and the quality tier within each category matters way more than the category itself. What I mean is, a top shelf LVP can beat a bottom shelf laminate, and it can go the other way too. So do not pick a category and think you're done. The grade you buy inside that category is what really decides how well it holds up. The two floors also feel and sound different underneath your feet, and that is worth knowing before you choose either one. Laminate tends to feel harder and more like real wood when you walk on it, and it usually has a better grain texture you can actually feel. LVP feels a little softer, a little warmer, and it can be a bit quieter underfoot. On the looks, high-end laminate can win on texture and realism, which LVP often wins on being nice and consistent plank to plank. Neither one is wrong here. It just comes down to what feels right to you. So how do you spot a cheap floor before you get burned? When it comes to LVP versus laminate, there are two things I want you to check, and this is what works for both of them. Number one is thickness. Number two is the quality of the print, the visual on top. A thin floor with a cheap fake looking print is going to disappoint you no matter which category it is in. A cheap floor is a cheap floor, whether it says vinyl or laminate on the box. So put your money into thickness and a realistic print, and you are already ahead of most people. Alright, let's get into where each floor actually belongs, room by room. LVP is my pick for kitchens, bathrooms, basements, and any home that is moisture prone or has a lot of pets. That plastic cord just shrugs off water in those spaces. Laminate is a strong pick for bedrooms, living rooms, and drier spaces where the feel and the realism really matter to you. So if you match the floor to the room like that, you're going to be happy with it for a long time. But there's one more thing, and honestly might be the most important part in this video. None of this matters if you skip the subfloor prep. Prep work is everything in flooring. I do not care how good of a product you buy. If the subfloor underneath is not done right, both of these floors will fail over time. I have seen beautiful, expensive floors come apart just because somebody rushed the prep work. So, whatever you choose, LVP or laminate, make sure the floor underneath is leveled and prepped the right way first. And look, if you're leaning towards laminate after all of this, there's one more thing you have to get right, because not all laminate is the same. Buying a cheap one is exactly how people end up thinking laminate is bad, when really they just bought the wrong product. So I put together a full breakdown on how to spot a quality laminate floor from a cheap one before you buy it. The stuff that actually tells you if it is going to last. Go ahead and click that video right there, and I will walk you through exactly what to look for.